All right, fam, welcome back. This is going to be a different type of video. Loop, how so? You're going to be eating. Of course I'm going to be eating. I paid for the food. I'm going to eat it. But there is some areas of opportunity for this franchise that I think needs some attention. So first, we're going to talk about what the item is, and then also we'll take a couple bites of the food. We'll enjoy it, and we'll be blessed and honored that we're able to eat tonight, and we'll be thankful and humbled by it. And then we'll talk about areas of opportunity and what Moe's can do, either on a corporate level or on the local franchisees level, or maybe even a district manager level. You guys, some of you are probably like, Lou, you're so easygoing. Something happened. Let's see. They just came out with, which I love Frank's RedHot, right? Who doesn't? Look at this. So you can get 1 taco, 2 taco, 3 taco. And I guess the sticker is on the tacos. I don't know how that works. All right. So, I mean, they look good. Look, don't start a video saying, they look good. All right, so this is the ground beef. Let's get that going. Let's put that bad boy right there. All right, so you can get, and you can basically, you can do what you want with the tacos. You can build it your way. And it looks like it's basically a hard shell taco with a soft shell taco around it with the buffalo queso sauce, which is a mix between their home, like their queso, the liquid gold stuff, and Frank's RedHot, which is amazing. I think I did that when I was younger, but it looks good. I mean, I love queso, guys, and I love Frank's RedHot. I mean, it's where it's at, baby. All right, so we have, just to let you know, I got beef, pork, and steak. And the one thing that I love about about Moe's is their chips look a little different. Oh, this is why I want to talk. This is what I want to bring up too. All right, fam, let's we'll take one quick bite of each. We'll get it popping. All right, so I think this is the ground beef one. So it comes with, you can, beans. Look at that. That's the bite right there. Oh my God. Let me get ready. Everybody loves queso. Also, I saw my man, and I don't know if this is standard practice, but I don't know if they ran out of chips, but my man was over there breaking up the taco, like the taco shells, breaking them up and throwing them in the deep fryer to make chips. Which, that's what chips are anyways, but I don't know, I just never seen it. I thought they either came like because a long time ago, I remember I came to Moe's for the first time, and they had like these clear cases of chips in there. And by the way, this is another thing too, fam, is that when I first went to this Moe's over here, they had like 4 to 5 employees there. The last couple of times that I've been there, obviously because of everything happening, they've only ever had 2, and that's one of the things I want to talk about. From someone who actually used to own a place like that, there's different types of foods that you can have different amounts of employees. Oh, Loop, you're gonna get right into it? You're not even gonna finish the review? We're gonna review and talk here. By the way, I stopped by the gas station. Check out this little tiny Coca-Cola bottle. Look at this. There's places like Subway. You can get away with just having 2 employees. And this is the crazy part too, guys, is that there's this catch-22 going on right now. People don't want to work for the wages they used to get. Basically 2020 opened up a Pandora's box, right? And there's arguments on both sides. People don't want to work anymore, and then on this side it's like, no, we want to work, we just don't want to work for those wages that we were getting. And it's crazy. It's just a crazy dynamic. And, you know, I kind of see both sides of it, from being an ex-restaurant owner and also from being an employee at the same time, right? A lot of times it's tough because the true cost of food is actually a lot higher. If you factor in what some employees should be getting. And then on the flip side, people are like, well, it's an intro job, but it's not really an intro job anymore because you have people working there from all age groups. So it's just crazy. And I know this gets heated. That's why I'm tiptoeing into this topic. I'm like, ugh, but I don't want to focus so much on that. What I want to focus on is how to improve. The thing, and here's the crazy part, and this is why I appreciate it. Doesn't matter if you own a local restaurant, if you're a local that owns a local restaurant, or if you're local that bought into a franchise, right? I am a huge lover. There's a special place in my heart because I was this person. I absolutely have a soft spot for owner operators. I don't know who owns this local franchise, but my man's got to be in there, or lady, you got to be in there, man. There is days I once left my own birthday party. My own one of my best friend's birthday parties. I had to get up and go because I had an employee literally call out and say that she was quitting 45 minutes before her shift. I had to say, guys, I love you. It's Friday night. We get a huge after club rush. There's only one employee that's going to be there in 45 minutes, and I can't let that happen. I had to get up, change into, I always had a spare outfit in my car, and I went over there, baby, and I worked on my night off. My one night off that I took, baby, I took one day off probably once a month. So whoever the owner operator is there needs, I have not seen anybody, but there's this one guy there that's just always there. And my man just looks torn down. All right, hold on. Let me take a couple bites because I'm starving now. Oh, the pork's pretty good. The owner, manager, needs to be there. So to go back to what I was saying earlier about a place like Subway, even Subway, when there's only 2 people there and 3 people come in to order, it gets tight, baby. It gets a little, the third person in line starts doing the, you guys know what I'm talking about. And you're in the middle and you're like up there about to order all your veggies. You're like, yo, she's going to get mad, yo, because I'm about to put 10 veggies on my sub. You're like, oh my God, you have the anxiety. So a place like Subway where they don't really do a lot of cooking on location, that's different than a Moe's or a Chipotle, where they have to do grilling. They have to cook the food. They have to heat up the food. They have to prep the food. And I'm not saying Subway doesn't prep, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They're not there, you know, deep frying stuff, right? So Subway, it's even tight for Subway. A place like Moe's needs to have 3 people minimum. Especially, I need a napkin. Especially if you order online or if you order anything like that. You're taking orders all over the place. When I picked up my order that I ordered online because I needed to skedaddle, 4 people walked in. You should have seen the faces on the employees. I felt so bad. I wanted to roll, guys. This is the owner operator in me, the manager. I wanted to roll up my sleeves and get back there and start working the line and helping them out. And I don't know, and here's the thing, I don't know the dynamics. I don't know if all Moe's are franchisees or franchises, or if they're all corporate owned. I don't know. Anybody want to enlighten me, please? I'm pretty sure you can franchise own a Moe's. Man, if I saw the faces like that on my employees, man, I would have shut the place down. Hey guys, let's liven up. And I think I did that one day. I closed down for 2 hours, put a sign outside, getting ready for dinner service. Come back in 2 hours. You order pizza, you order whatever they want. Ice cream. We got to turn this around, guys. Let's get I was the most amazing boss in this world. You can talk to any of my ex-employees and they'll be like, Lupe was the man because I took care of them. I was there. There's a reason why there are certain generals in history that were admired by their soldiers. You know why? Because they got in the trenches with them. We're in there, baby. I am cutting. You know how much cheese I cut? I let them handle the things. I did all. So when it got crazy, I did all the grunt work. I was doing the dishes. I was like, I want you guys, and I want her to train a little bit more on the cash register. You need a couple more hours on the grill. I want you guys to cross train. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go do all the logistical stuff in the back. Clean up the tables, throw out the trash, slice freaking, I felt like I sliced 1 million slices of cheese. Got the bread, got things situated. What do you need? More onions, cut in their onions, boom. Like, you have to do what you have to do to have a smooth operation. And that's what comes with being an owner operator. And I understand if some of these franchise people, they look at it as an investment. So all they see is numbers. They're crunching numbers. So, and I don't know if this person owns 10 other Moe's and they're just like, hey, we're just going to chill in Florida. I hired a district manager. They can handle all that. And the district manager is probably stressed out too, right? But like, we're not hitting our numbers. It's a crazy thing. But you can hit, here's my thing. This is the #1 lesson that I learned in business. And by the way, my restaurant would still be in business till this day if we would have agreed to a new lease. But that's a long story in itself. We got a new landlord who wanted like so much more money. He came from a bigger city. We're like, oh, that's not how we do it in Rhode Island. We don't pay that type of rent here. But whatever. Lease agreements. We had to leave. The biggest lesson that I ever learned in business is this. Don't worry. And again, you have to do your due diligence. You always have to look at numbers. But I feel like some people just fixate on that. Write this down. Anybody going into business, especially the food business. Don't worry so much about reducing expenses. Worry more, put more energy into growing revenue. Because if you're worried about paying one less employee, right, or paying the employees less, and you have high turnover and you got to do hiring, you're spending all this time and energy where if you would have just paid a couple extra bucks an hour, those extra bucks an hour would have made you 10, 20, 30 grand from happier staff and happier customers, because they coming in, they're like, hey, welcome to Mouse, beepity bop, what can we get you? Don't worry about cutting expenses. Worry about growing revenue. And that is the best advice I have ever received in business. Do you have to worry about the bottom line? Absolutely. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the energy in which you have. It should not be about trying to cut. Hey, we're going to get these type of napkins. We're not going to hire an extra employee. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. No. There's three things that people want when they go out to eat. They want a clean place if they're going to be eating and arriving. They want a happy experience. And they want food quality. And sometimes if you fall short on one of them, you better excel on the other two. You better excel, baby. Like, think about it. You ever been to like a taqueria sometimes, like right in the hood, and you're like, man, they didn't wipe down this table. There's trash outside, like outside the door. You know why? Because they're bumping and grinding, baby. They're doing 100 orders an hour. The food is, when they get a moment to breathe, then they do that. It's not from being understaffed. That just means that they're bumping because the food is so bomb. Now, flip side, you go to a little fancy schmancy restaurant. The food is, it's okay. Like it's you know, I could make this at home, but the atmosphere. Sometimes you pay for the atmosphere. Oh my God, it's got this beautiful outdoor deck with the market lights. Inside, they got wine bottles everywhere. They got a local designer to come in and make this place look like a villa. You're paying for the environment. You're paying for the cleanliness. You're paying to hang out with other people that have money, right? So it's kind of like, hey, we have money too. We're going to hang out at the same place, but the food is eh. So if you fall short on one of the things, you have to make up for it. Let's do the other example. You go to a bar. Food is, I can get chicken nuggets at McDonald's that taste better. But it's got the happiest staff in the game. They remember your name. You're like, oh my God, I freaking love this place. This is my home away from home. This is my spot. This is where I like to hang out. See what I'm saying? So, whoever owns this local Moe's, and by the way, I tried to avoid this Moe's. This is the third strike. I probably won't be eating at this Moe's until I personally hear from the local franchise person or from corporate saying that some actions are done. This has nothing to do with the employees. That's like asking me, hey, Loop, instead of doing a 1 mukbang a day, we need you to do 3 mukbangs a day. Huh? I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need a producer, and I'm probably gonna need a co-host. Right? A producer / editor and a co-host. You can't squeeze blood, water, whatever you want from a rock. You just can't do it. It is not the employee's fault. So I hope that is also a footnote for whoever owns this Moe's in East Providence. I told you this would be a different type of video. You guys are like, Loop's too nice. He's always too nice. It's not about being nice or being mean, guys. It's about, one, being humble enough to be able to afford to eat. Secondly, when you go towards a situation, you have to look at it like, how can I help to improve it? How can I bring awareness to areas of opportunity? Not just trashing it. Not just trashing a place. No, that's not what we're about at this channel. We're here about positivity and positive change. And I hope that whoever owns this Moe's and whoever is the district manager or anybody corporate at Moe's, I hope they see this video. Because from the very beginning, when I first heard about Moe's and they first opened up here in East Providence, I was kind of excited because it has this funky uncle vibe, right? Like an uncle who lives in Arizona who, you know, who you get to spend maybe 2 weeks out of the year to go visit because he has the big pool and he lets you have a little sip of the beer. You know, like that vibe. Or like the crazy aunt, right? It just has that fun vibe. And I can see what the people at the very top see on their brand, but it needs to translate on a local level. It always comes down to a local level. Just how like they always say, guys, that all politics are local. It's true. So is food. So is operations, logistics. Local, local, local. I'm not really going to do more research on this place. I've put this out into the universe. I hope that they reach out to me. I would love to help in any way. I'm definitely not like one of those shows of restaurant rescue, one of those rescue shows where I can come in and help out and things like that. But I guess my main concern is the employees, because nothing's worse than stressed employees and overworked employees, just for their own mental health. Like my staff, guys, were always excited to come to work. And I know that sounds funny. No one's ever excited to come to work, but it's just, and I always tried because I've had crappy bosses throughout my years. And I always said that if I was in ever a position of power or a position of authority, that I will try my hardest to be the exact opposite of what I hated about working for someone. And I think I did a pretty good job. And I think if we had to write any testimonials, I think I would ace them all. Yeah, let's finish this taco. Now that it's cold. Which one's this one? This is the ground beef. By the way, queso, Frank's RedHot. Kudos to that. That's a good idea. Ship it. I feel bad. When I ordered it online, I tipped 20%. Just because I knew. 20% is what you tip at a full service restaurant sitting down. I'm hoping one day, guys, to have enough influence where, you know, I follow this. I don't follow, but I saw there's this girl on TikTok who she asked her followers to just send her whatever's in your Venmo, whatever's in your CashApp or PayPal, whatever the change is. You know, everyone has the change, right? So if you, in your Venmo, if you have $20.33, she says just send in the change part. I mean, obviously more people, the ones that can, give more. But and what she does is, I think once a week, goes around and gives out $1,000 tips to restaurant industry staff, and that's amazing. Yeah, I hope one day that we're in a position to do that, because I would have loved to have done that for this staff tonight, or today rather. It's not nighttime yet. It's tough. It's tough. It's like I said in an earlier video, I wish that everybody in this world, that it was mandatory that you worked in retail and probably, but it's okay if it's an in retail and or hospitality, because once it's in you, I mean, your appreciation level goes, and it's crazy. Sometimes when I go to a busy restaurant, my heart starts pumping really fast because I want to like jump in and help out. I think we're gonna end this video right. Let's take this last bite. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep the comments positive. What a video. What a video. Mose, call me. Let's go on a Mo's U.S. tour. Bring some positivity, some happiness to the community and your staff. Let's set out some money. Let's surprise some of these stores that are doing the right thing, and let's surprise the employees with nice little thank you checks. And for the ones that are struggling, let's put some of those checks aside and let's help them. You have a brand. You have something that's national. You have a responsibility. I know you guys are in the middle of rebranding, right? I don't think this is your logo anymore, right? I think where's your new logo? You have a new logo. This isn't it though. All right, fam. I warned you. Like, comment, subscribe. This is a long video. Be well, eat well, and take care of each other.